It's, I think, a pretty good Leona angle. Oh, Rel is still available. All right, well, never mind. That's that's the obvious one. They didn't lock it in earlier, but it's still here.
Yeah, you got to take Rel. It's just too strong right now.
Oh, don't do this.
Never mind. They could still pick it for the jungle, but
this would be really interesting. But they won't do that either.
Yeah, just gonna go ahead and take the Rel. Should be going to the bottom lane, you'd expect, but could still be flexed. Or you just pick Bel'Veth randomly in game 1.
I don't think they're gonna pick Bel'Veth. I think it might be like a Lee Sin pick here. You need something that can follow up. Ooh, Zach!
Yes!
All right, well, this made my day.
Yes.
We already got the better series than the other
Any
casters.
Croco enjoyers? Yeah. Sounda is. He's not even on the same team. Sponge was supposed to be the one that picks that one up, and he's just playing good old Sejuani.
Zeri feels pretty easy here to lock in. You've got a lot of ways to get Tristana resets. The longer fights are going to be insane. Sejuani, if she gets tanky enough, will feel really good here, but you only have that one front line in the Sejuani, and there's a lot of tools to get past it. The Rel, the Zac, the Jax, Kai'Sa can ult over it, so you really need to win these fights kind of slowly as DRX using the Equalizer. The Equalizer, I think, is going to be quite literally make or break in these fights. If it doesn't come up big, you probably lose those because you don't have enough damage to then get your first reset for the Tristana. If it's big, though, and Tristana gets one kill, then she becomes your front line with the Sejuani, and Zeri just runs after everybody, and it's really easy.
There was old, like, kids show. It wasn't really a show. It was like a movie, I guess, but it was... Yeah, Sounda's just here, and this is Tristana, so yeah, just buffer. Easy peasy. Could just stretch Armstrong to bring him back, but oh wow, he's actually going to have to flash away from this. Zac even more OP than I imagined, even after having over 200 games on this champion. And yeah, Setab going to have to burn his flash early on. You're not about the cheese whiz though, right?
No.
I'm not really a cheese whiz guy either. Setab is going to hop in, trying to bait Calmy into a bit of an issue, and Calmy just bops him because he's got his two friends here as well. A little 3-on-3 posturing in mid lane as the stun is going to come down. There is the incredible CC, but Pleta is going to get over the wall, and this is going to be a win inevitably for Nongshim, who are going to push them away.
Problem is, it's hard for Nongshim to actually start up this dragon without losing control of Herald, unless Calmy gets a pick.
Yeah, Sintep just dead. Just going to get flashed on there by HH. Incredible play as Nongshim really showed up to play today. First blood given over to the Jace.
Yeah, really looking quite strong here in this early laning phase, and they're not going to go ahead and crash down and go into that Drake pit. They're going to reset first as Mihail going to commit his ult up here. I don't know about this. Equalizer available.
The spacing. Gone absolutely wrecked by that as, yep, just as you're saying, just waiting for the leap, I would suppose. There it is. Uses it a bit late, but Mihail still holding onto his flash. Frog probably going to look to trade it, but doesn't know exactly where the Zac is, so I get it as well. So Sounda was spotted here doing the Rift Herald, as it does seem that DRX do want to fight this a bit. They've got a bunch of guys over here. Sounda now trying to stretch Armstrong him back in. Sponge will have to flash away. Nice permafrost, but you're not getting away from all of this engage. And this is why we really liked Nongshim's comp. You just get on in there. Everybody can really just dogpile after you do start it off, and that's going to be a kill on top of what should be Nongshim getting the Rift Herald as well.
These types of skirmishes right now this early on, it's just the power of the CC alone. But this gets worse if you can't be coordinated against all of the engage. And unfortunately, there's just no damage to back up any sort of turn here. Like, Pleta is just trying to use his ultimate to buy a little bit of spaces.
Oh, okay.
Warning, warning, warning.
Yeah, no, he's dead. He can't listen to the warning. He's, yeah, okay. So we're going to take a look at the replay of that as, wow, hide on bush. Seems like Faker knew it from whenever he started playing League and made that name.
Yeah, Mihail is just getting outplayed in this lane. It's a tough matchup for Jax, and with the good spacing we've seen from Frog already, just making it look easy. Takes a 12 CS lead plus all that gold he gets from the kill. I don't know, chat, see if I'm right. I think it's 240 he gets if he uses both. He's not going to use both, but if he did. Sounda could look to punish this Rumble meanwhile.
Ooh, nice little play here on Akalmi. He is not very tanky on the Jace, has to flash away, and yeah, the explosion is just not enough. Unfortunate here for Setab and Sponge, as Setab even committing to the flash to get on that one, as now Akalmi has to run away. The Equalizer just gonna totally whiff as Sounda gets in and distracts them just a bit, and Call Me will get away. So the timing of this is not okay. Well, they're really committing to this. There's no flash for Frog, as he should be dead. Will he take anyone with him? It seems unlikely, as the amount of CC from the Zac with the ult is too much. As they say, yeah, sure, take the Infernal Drake. We'll take your entire top tower. Gonna push Satab out. I think that DRX don't have any...
You can't fight this anymore against
well,
HH with Magnet Storm Flash. I just don't think you break through.
Yeah, I don't think you do. It looked like DRX were unsure about what exactly they were going to go for. Maybe Sponge just going to sneak into the brush and look to set up a play on a Call Me instead, who is going to be feeling... Oh, he tries to flash it, but now he's just dead, as even a teleport is coming in here and maybe just saved by the Tristana. As Equalizer comes down, Call Me's totally fine, gets a free kill onto Pleta, who has to jump in there, and this is just a disaster now for DRX, as Nongshim gonna shut everybody down. Sponge as well. Here comes Duckdom, though, looking to have a little bit of a Zeri moment, but does have a Jax in his face, holding up the Counter-Strike, gonna leap away as Flash in. Duckdom, he wants something out of this, and it looks like he will just get the Zac.
Getting the Zac's passive here also feels pretty huge as well.
Where was Vital?
That's like, he was pushing mid, he got the turret, and deleted a few waves, it looks like, on his way, so...
It's not cool here, guys. It's okay to criticize, but try to stay nice in Challenger chat. These guys are very young and still relatively new compared to some of the LCK squads that you're used to seeing.
Satab has had, okay, hold up, sound unseen.
Unseen for now, but he will make himself seen, as unfortunately Sponge going to get caught there on the top side. Pleta trying to help him out, but unfortunately the Rakan is just not good for peeling. This is a bit of an issue we were talking about from the draft, as Vital gets in there, picks up a double kill, a bit of a Kaisa moment, as now Satab, you know, he's not having a great day. It's just what happens. He is going to get taken out as well. 0-3 now for the mid laner of DRX, and it looks like Nongshim will look for this Baron.
Yeah, it's not fun to play Sejuani into Jax in lane, but I feel like if they had gone Sejuani Viego, they would have at least had some stats on the Sejuani, so that if she gets caught by Engage, she's still going to be relevant. Not really as jungle Sejuani can be that relevant as a bit of a sneaky Zeri.
Trying to do something here, Counter-Strike a really strong... Oh, God. Duckdom. Okay, he is going to get over the wall.
Like, nobody's even close. If you defended the Baron, that the previous Baron buff, you dealt with that the pushes until the Baron spawn, but you're not in position to contest it, so it might not matter at all. Equalizer needs to be huge here from Frog, level 16.
Yeah, and Satab's here, he does not have teleport, and can he win this fight is the answer. The question, rather, the answer is no, absolutely not. Nice turn here from the side of DRX. They're going to get HH, who's trying to zone them away, but maybe just trying to stop their backs, as Mihail now threatening the base.
Yeah, I mean,
he's going to keep going.
They're going to have to teleport here. Could be interrupted.
Oh, yes, it will. I think you just, yep, he just hits the blast cone or that other guy, and Rumble's going to go down. Mihail's here, and so is the TP from Call Me as Mihail goes down. But I think this is enough autos, especially with the Jace. They're trying to get over here to stop Call Me, as there's no more minions. He needs that gun, and he is going to get it. Speeds it up with one last W, and that is the end of the game. That just won Hooney's heart with one fell swoop.
I love the BM from Call Me as well in the end. He's like stutter stepping around, not autoing the Nexus. Then the last second swaps back to ranged, autos it and flashes as it explodes. Great stuff. Really a pretty one-sided game overall. Sejuani got caught a few times, and they kept trying to be like, well, we'll solve this, and then giving over additional gold. You can see Duckdom did quite a bit of damage in the game regardless, because he's Duckdom, who played the game really well, but his team was just too far behind. I had a lot of people giving Satab some criticisms. I think really that needs to stay in the early laning phase. There were a few overextensions there, really greedy play that was punished, but outside of that, I mean, can you really say, like, this was a bad Tristana game for him when the team is 7,000 gold behind? Like, what's he supposed to do?
Taken damage 28.2 thousand, as the Zac was insane this game. Was my vote. Who did you vote for?
Yeah,
there you go.
I just thought that his early ganks and the pressure he put on in the late game too, how many picks he set up, it was pretty insane. I think we put up the tank damage here, even though it's not that high, because it shouldn't be, because it was a very one-sided game. Just because we want to make him look good. His DPM isn't high, but his early kill participation, I think, is really the stat I would have asked for. Still, total kill participation sitting at about 82% here. Very nicely done on the Zach pick. And on the third time of asking, he will pick up a win.